Alright, so did we get any new skills, or... I think we got one from Chiaki, right?
The trickster Nagito was brutally murdered. His unpredictable death has left a looming shadow of mystery in the hearts of Hajime and the others. Who is the traitor? What was the clue Nagito left? What? Will they be able to see the light within the darkness between hope and despair? What was that about? A clue Nagito left? Alright,
No idea.
I don't believe we actually got any new stuff aside from ones that are like...
I mean, we got something from Chiaki, didn't we? Chico?
Time limit doesn't decrease if you shoot a state with the silencer. Okay.
That sounds like something good to have.
Alright, that's all we have. Jesus Christ, we have a very nice number of skill points, and we're not using 20 of them. Alright, let's take a quick look over our... Well, first, okay, you don't poop. Alright. Truth balls.
Truth balls, right?
Okay, so... what is discovered? Estimated time of death is noon sharp. Spear stabbed in his stomach, multiple stab wounds, laceration in his left arm.
Is it weird that there's no definitive death cause?
I think that's the point.
I mean, like, when was the last time we had that happen?
It really only happens if the cause of death is meant to be, uncertain and, like, an actual clue. Right, so I think the current, at least for me, the current theory is that, someone put this poison inside the fire grenades. And I think what we easily came down to is Nagito put the poison in the fire grenades so that everyone would have killed him.
Yep, that's my thought.
And
Well,
I still don't know why he would do that, but it is
That'd be
looking very
impossible
much at this point like Nagito killed himself.
I think
so
maybe
wouldn't that make it
because
impossible? It would be
I'm
impossible
wondering-
to tell who killed him, then.
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Alright, well,
Monaco is he's breaking the game by making it impossible to solve.
and Monaco was just like, wait a second!
Fuck, I don't know who did it. Obviously, whoever they picked did it. Yay, you win. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, it was Kazuichi. Hey!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Hey, Monami's not tied up.
She's sick of this shit.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
Is Gundam's X just a Times New Roman X?
Yes.
It appears that way, yes. I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. One person will earn the right to leave this island.
It looks like, what was her name? The nurse's was bandages.
Yeah.
Oh my, Monami, my cute little sister. You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
Fuck off.
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon because you're a rabbit? Chesto! Apparently.
Oh.
She still doesn't say anything.
One more time. Jeez, how about this one? This will be my final blow.
She looks exactly the same.
It's useless.
Muna.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monami.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
He was killed for trying to reveal the traitor. That traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up. No, that might not be it. Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait,
So does the traitor.
don't tell me you're the traitor! Don't say something so stupid! There's no way in hell I'm the traitor!
Well, that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
My question is, what do we do with this? Split down the middle?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or...
Spinny.
Make your argument! Alright, here we go. Torture boot, survival knife, duct tape, Monokuma plushie, Monokuma bales, oil lighter, and Monokuma's account. I'm just gonna choose...
Holy crap.
Let's just see what happens here. The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him! The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds... It's because the killer tortured Nagito!
So that's why he was so beat up.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Definitely the bomb's hiding place!
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
Wait, what?
That was Fuyuhiko! I found it by coincidence!
Wait, that logic makes no sense.
There's no way I'd torture someone!
They tortured you to find out the bomb's location after they... Oh, I get it.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? I mean, I think I brought this up before, like, as a possible theory. Like, I think it's probably not true. But
He's next door to it.
yeah, I brought this up before, and I was like, maybe they were torturing him to figure out where the bomb was, and then they killed him. And then it was like, well, it was also right next door, so why?
And in the middle of a very open room.
Why'd the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
I mean,
what does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, well, let me see what all is, covered with wounds. Tortured Nagito. Okay, let me take a look at the stuff. Torture wounds. Prevented him from moving. His sides were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. Okay, that sounds about right. Survival knife. Take through some of the wounds caused by this knife.
Okay.
The blood that splattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. I don't really care.
Okay, I think this is the one we might need to use, because if they were torturing him to find out the bomb's location, why would they tape his mouth?
Oh!
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Good point. Okay. I feel like
It's
it was...
probably that tortured part, and then we do duct tape.
Well, I'm just checking the other stuff just in case. No. By coincidence. I don't know, man. You're a Yakuza. I feel like torture is something you would do.
By coincidence.
Right there.
Shut
No,
up, Kazuichi! But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we're doing this already.
I imagine oh, I just realized it. It's a trap. Trap?
Trap.
Stupid Hajime, you got caught in that trap. Stupid.
I'm sorry, wasn't he the one who led us to victory a bunch of times?
Rebuttal showdown. Torture wounds, burned robe. Okay, I imagine I'm gonna need to use the duct tape again because it's gonna be like, why was there no blood? Like you said, if Nagito's mouth was taped shut, you would obviously assume he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap that he wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated. Kazuichi seems unusually confident. I should ask him why that is. But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything? Pay attention, this is how it went down. The killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then after they killed him...
No, you don't.
I didn't even need to read the rest of it, I just knew what to do there. No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up. What did you say?
Why is he looking at Where's he looking? Who cares about the duct tape? It might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
What? We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Holy shit, Chiaki's saying we don't need to play a game. Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Well, I certainly don't have one on you.
Not the response I expected from Rhino.
I did not expect it either.
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
In fact, look, it got cut off a little right there.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds. Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Also, the fact that the duct tape has blood on it. Oh wait, that was Hajime speaking, but whatever.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. And it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture, it was to keep his mouth shut. However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity. He probably had a deep grudge against Nagito. So any of us. Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
No, you think?
If so, that's freaking crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, you think?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard.
Ah, so it was Nagito.
If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse was for fire for destroying evidence.
We can't think of any other reason. I'm just gonna ignore the fact that I was wrong a moment ago and pretend that I'm still being smart.
No, you gotta move on.
But who could have done that?
Nagito. That's who my vote's for.
Yeah, I'm gonna be I still don't know why, and I don't know how this is going to end, but I agree that so far it's looking
What
like
if he was
Nagito-
trying to do something?
It's looking like Nagito did this to himself.
No, what if he was trying for something? Like how he took a bullet out of the gun for the
No, he
Russian roulette.
Maybe.
He did for the Russian roulette. He did it the opposite. He loaded all the chambers except one instead of
No. You pull out the bullets is what he did. Anyways,
Like, the
that's
gun was
beside
full
the
and he
point.
pulled the bullet out.
He was trying for something. So, he was trying for
I
something. He
figured
was trying-
this autoerotic asphyxiation thing works.
I'm gonna be famous on Pornhub. When the fire... Yeah, I don't know necessarily what he would have been trying for, but I think honestly...
Obviously, I know who my second vote is for.
Who?
Sonia. Miss, I'm going to show up later.
Yeah,
I just
then
need to
how-
continue rooting through this military thing for no reason.
Wait. All those Monokuma things are set up, so yeah, I don't think anyone could have gone through that door without knocking them over.
Yeah, they did a little domino thing. And then
Yeah.
when you open it,
Which
and then
means
the
no
fire
one
started.
else could
Which
have done it
you-
except for him.
you couldn't have gotten out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have had to have been Nagito.
That's my thought.
Unless we like, oh, there's another exit here, like we did with Mahiro's case.
I
But
don't
Yeah,
think
but-
there is.
Yeah, but Sonia was being seriously sus.
yeah, I don't know what the hell was up with. She's not even in this picture. That's how suspicious she is. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. I feel like it's probably just going to be Nagito did it to make an unsolvable case. I'm curious how we'll get to that point though. When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah, right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back. I didn't see the word door, so I kind of messed up
Which means
the cadence.
it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire. The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking. Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect. Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before. That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Can you shut up?
Alrighty then, let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
God, you're
Damn right it is.
Well, that was direct.
I like how lately she's just been swearing out of nowhere lately. The reason for the fire.
Sonia, what do you think? Fuck. Fair enough.
Eat shit and die, bitch. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first. Fuck yes!
Shut up, you bimbo.
I mean, technically, a
Kiss
con
my
is know that.
ass!
I was
No,
expecting the
don't say
response.
that. He'd be into it.
Alright, let's see here. The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
I would assume so.
The killer used some kind of setup
Yeah.
and lit the curtains on fire with the lighter.
Yeah. Some kind of setup.
They used the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the ladder.
No.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
Who was clattering?
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
What went in? What are you doing?
Some way?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No.
Or perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
God
Okay,
damn
well,
it.
the first part is right.
I kind of want to... Okay, I think we know what to do here. I want to watch through that again because I want to see what the hell was going on with the pink text.
Someone was messing with something.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Yeah, okay, so let's see what the hell was going on with this.
Okay, but
Now then,
move it to the-
Monami. Seems like everyone is debating, why don't we kill something? Or kill some time?
Are you still ignoring me? It's still Monokuma, man.
Fine, be that way.
Fine.
I'm pretty good at amusing myself.
I think that's Monokuma talking the whole time.
Yeah.
Clatter, clatter, clatter.
I think he's golfing or something.
Clatter, 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 clatter.
Alright, he went in.
What are you doing?
This is the part where we're about to need this stuff. Come on.
I don't. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not
I
a
mean, it's
killer
fine. We knew what to do. I was just focused on what the hell was going on in the background.
So I think Monokuma's like golfing or some shit in the
Golfing in
background.
Monokuma's mouth. There.
Consent.
Consent.
Oh God damn it, Hajime, not again. I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire. Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure, a dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
Calm down there.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. What the fuck? A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were
No.
scattered everywhere, but some were lying on top of each other in a single line.
No.
Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin. Does that mean anything?
I mean, someone was playing dominoes.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect. Ah, a dominatrix effect. No, Sonia.
No. No.
A domino
No.
effect. You mean those tile kids play by lining them up and tipping over like mahjong?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels.
Sorry, just interruption here real quick. Dominoes are the most frustrating thing to play with because you try to set something up with them and literally any one thing goes wrong and the entire thing is gone.
Yes.
I hate it
Which makes-
so much. I hated playing with them as a kid.
That's
It-
why I prefer the actual game of dominoes.
Yeah, I play both ways, honestly.
I played
Just depends on whatever the person I'm playing with is wanting to play with, is wanting to do with it.
Mostly what people want to do is like build a house out of them or something, but in not just play the actual game.
I think my brother made a Waffle House and used a domino as a door.
Anyway, fuck dominoes. Moving on.
So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second, and for some damn reason we put the radio on the sketch.
I don't know. Well, it was playing music.
And from there they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
I was about to say, yes, the dominoes felt like dominoes. I'm like, oh, wait, no, those are panels.
Ah, yes, the floor is made out of floor. But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over? That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them. And of course, we're deaf, so... Yeah, of course we're deaf, so we can't hear... Thunk, 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 thunk.
They might be light.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Oh, the music could have covered it up.
Oh, yeah, that's also a good point.
And one more thing, there was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect.
Are we about to hit a
There it is, MP3 player.
Ah! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? I prefer .wave myself.
I'm talking about the MP3 player.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because her eyes were seized. In the darkness, blah, blah, blah. You guys hear something? Really damn loud. Of course, Akane was the only one who could barely hear, because Akane's the only one through this entire thing who has a sense of hearing or something.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels fall.
Sorry, what, Rhino?
And honestly, I think Ibuki had better hearing.
Yeah, but now that Ibuki's gone, Akane's taken over. I know Akane's had, like, good sense of smell. Like, in the very first case, it was like, hang on, I smell blood. Holy shit, dead corpse.
Actually, at that point, I think all I did was just draw out her words. I didn't give her an accent.
Well, retcon.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when he opened the door to the warehouse.
Oh yeah, there was something blocking the door, right?
Stop it. Why haven't you opened it slowly?
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the
Wait,
dominatrix effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter. So yeah, not dominatrix.
I think I accidentally pulled up Ibuki's voice on this for a second. Like old voice for a second there.
Akane got
Yeah,
possessed.
and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
Why are you not sure? At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
That's too damn heavy. But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse...
Alright, pull up the Phoenix Wright thing. Confirmation!
I see. So the problem Chiaki's talking about is... we couldn't have taken any merch! Also, the killer couldn't have left. Ah!
Confirmation!
If the
It's like consent.
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right? Now that you mention it,
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
it means the killer must have been someone really small! Fuyuhiko! Ooh, we were all outside the warehouse, you know?
You stupid.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh? You don't mean... But if that's true, This murder. Hajime? What do you mean? The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that.
No one thinks that, oh yeah, I'm going to slip out this door and then pull these panels out.
What episode? We're one episode into this trial and we're already having to pick someone.
Yeah.
It was obviously...
Look at beat up Monomi over there.
It was obviously... Byakuya!
No.
Oh, sure, nothing. Oh, his is bloody.
Yeah, the blood
His
on
is
his is dripping. I just noticed that. What if it was Nagito?
Well, why'd you bring him up? He's a victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim, maybe.
Why you keep saying maybe?
Not just the victim. What does that mean?
He was the victim, and he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid! His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
Tell me what you know. I'll never tell.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs. Well, that's why one arm wasn't tied up.
Well, technically it was burned.
Maybe it wasn't actually
Did we
tied
ever
up,
find-
though. Maybe,
Did we ever find the other side of that burn?
yeah,
No.
it's entirely possible he just made it look like it was tied up and then stopped and then cut off by the burn.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Oh god damn it!
I knew it! I knew it was a dominatrix effect! God damn it, Sonia!
Did you know that was gonna come up?
Nope, I'm just glad it worked this way. Need to discuss? It's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible. Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but what if you don't think about it? Akane, we need you!
He didn't tie himself up. I don't know.
I feel like I'm overlooking something. I mean, I still remember when Akane was like the one who solved pretty much the first case just by being dumb, but being like, what if they used a light? And everyone's like, that's stupid. And Hajime's like, wait a minute. Make your argument. All right, I'm gonna prepare the burned rope. Let's see what happens. Actually, tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible. Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible. I just said, you couldn't do much with the free arm. Be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth, or if you use your front tail? What?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke? Also, why did it say take off?
I don't know. What Monica was saying this time?
Okay, I'm sorry. We need to play this again and look at what's going on with the text. This is going great. Great. Our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct. Nagito should have tied himself up, too. That's okay, right? Weird way to put it. Tap the right hand, tap the left hand, tap the right foot, tap the left foot. That's obviously impossible. Maybe he had an accomplice, but Nagito was tied himself up. He wouldn't be able to turn his neck. Use your front tail. Take off! What?
I don't get it. What was that about?
I'm very confused. Okay.
But front tail means like his groin, right?
Guessing so.
I guess we shoot the first thing.
I guess so. That wasn't what I thought it would have been. All right. There we go. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so it was the first thing.
I mean, it wasn't any of the others. Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed? What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were... No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up. That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then. It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it. Oh, I knew it was a trap! Shut up. The proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right hand is a trap. His right sleeve wasn't burned. Is that it? Yeah.
I don't know, honestly.
It's either that or the lighter. Ah, there we go. Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance, so it would look like it was burned to the fire.
Rhino?
I'm here. And Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Ah, man, that's awesome. I'll let you come and feel if you want. What the...
Akane,
No,
you
they-
should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
No, that's
Wait,
worse.
what?
That's definitely wrong.
Fine, I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right? Wait, why are we talking about Benjamins in Japan?
That's not... Wait, no, wrong voice. It's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know? Yeah, that's something I'm a bit confused about. It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. So that much is obvious.
He stabbed it with his left hand, obviously. Hajime, you tricked me. Give him back that Benjamin.
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck? Hold on. There should be a way. Then hurry up and spill it.
Ow! I got soda in my eye. I just opened up a can and got in my eye.
Good job.
If something lame, I'll give you back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest. I'll make you give back to Benjamin.
Way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. It's okay. There's definitely an answer for this.